Hello everyone, myself Mr. Nimesh G. Gandhi. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is Fluid Mechanics and Fluid Machine. In this subject, we are going to discuss about Pascal's law. Now, first of all, we discuss about what is Pascal law. So, Pascal state that the pressure or intensity of pressure at a point in a static fluid is equal in all direction. Okay, static fluid, it means what? Okay, whenever the fluid is your steady condition or rest condition, at that time each and every direction your pressure force will be same. It's a Pascal's law. Okay, so now we prove of Pascal law. So first of all, initially we have to just consider an arbitrary fluid element of wedge shape in fluid mass at rest is shown in figure. You can see here. Okay, the fluid element is of very small dimension, dx, dy and dz. You can see here. Okay, now let the width of the element perpendicular to the plane of the paper is unity, and small px, small py and small pz are the pressure or intensity of the pressure acting on the face AB. Px, it means acting on the face AB, py is acting on the face AC and pz acting on the face PBC respectively. Okay, now angle ABC is equal to theta. You can see here ABC, angle ABC is equal to theta. Now then the force acting on the element. Okay, so it will be considered two way. We have to consider, first we have to consider pressure force normal to the surfaces, and second will be weight of element in vertical direction, or we can say that force due to weight of fluid mass in vertical direction. Okay, now you can see here another figure was there. Okay, in this figure you can see here capital Px is there, capital Py is there and capital Pz will be there. Okay, that capital Px, it means what? Okay, force on face AB, Py means force on face AC and Pz means force on face BC. Capital Px, it means force. Okay, capital P means, and small p means pressure. Okay, if you can consider anyone, you have to consider in this figure. First figure is two dimensional and second figure was three dimensional. Okay, okay, now our theory is divided in two parts. First, force acting on the faces, and second will be weight, force due to weight of the fluid mass in vertical direction. So first of all, we just consider the first case. Okay, so in first case you can see here force on face R. Okay, so how many forces on the faces? So you can see here AB face having a one force, AC having a one force, and then after BC having a one force. Okay, so what will be the our force on the face AB? It will be capital Px is equal to, that is your pressure force. Okay, so how it will be considered pressure force? Pressure into area, pressure into area. But which area we have to consider? The area of face AB we have to consider. Okay, so first we just consider small px into dy into y 1. Okay, so what will be our plane? This will be our face. Okay, this face area is, okay, length into width we have to consider. Okay, so it will be dy, our height is dy and width is 1. So you can see here area will be dy into 1. Similarly, now we are just considered for the force on the face AC. You can see here force on the face AC. Okay, it will be Py, capital Py. Okay, so first pressure force, it means what? Pressure into area. So small Py pressure into area. For that face we just consider the area. So it will be, what will be our area for that face? So you can see here our face, that it will be your dx, okay, into which it will be 1. Okay, now force on the BC, it means PZ we have to consider. Okay, so at that time small PZ into surface, it will be your their length, it will be considered ds. You can see here ds is there and which will be 1. to that over, these are the forces are acting on the faces. Okay, now we just consider weight of the element. Okay, how it will be considered weight of the element? So weight of the element is equal to mass of the element into acceleration due to gravity, which is denoted by the g. Okay, now what is mass of the element? So mass of the element, so we can say that okay, volume into density. Okay, we know about that. What is density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. So we can say that okay, mass of the element is equal to volume into density into g. Okay, we just put the mass, volume into density. Okay, now what will be the volume of this arbitrary element? Okay, so how it will be considered? Okay, so first of all, volume is area into width. Volume means area into width. So how we can consider the area of that triangle? Okay, so area of triangle, we can say that okay, area of the triangle is equal to 1 upon 2 AB into AC. 1 upon AB into AC. Okay, and what will be our width? So already I told you okay, perpendicular to the paper plane. Okay, so we can say that it will be your unity, which is considered 1. So that will be considered, that will be our area, and 1 it means your width of this arbitrary element. Okay, then after rho g. Okay, that will be as it is. Okay, now what is AB? So AB means what? This one is will be AB. Okay, so we can just consider what is AB, our AB, and what will be our height of this AB. So you can see it will be dy. Okay, so we just consider dy instead of AB. Okay, and what will be our AC? It will be dx. So we just consider dx. Okay, divided by 2 as it is into 1 into density into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now how we just consider the weight of this element? So weight of the element, we just consider center of that arbitrary element. It will be W, and W is equal to, we just consider m into g in vertical direction. Okay, and rho means density of the fluid. Okay, up to that over. Now how we can find out the resultant forces? Okay, so how it will be considered? So we just consider that okay, the element of the liquid is rest, okay, steady condition. So at that time, therefore the sum of the horizontal and vertical component of the force is equal to 0. So we first of all, we just consider horizontal forces is equal to 0, and then after we are going to consider the vertical forces is equal to 0, because we are just consider that it will be your element of the liquid is as rest. Okay, so first of all, we are just consider the resolving the force in x direction. Okay, we are just only consider x direction. It means only vertical forces. We are just x direction, it means we are just consider only horizontal forces. Okay, so what will be our horizontal forces here? Okay, so you can see here first, that is your horizontal force. Okay, now another way, you can see at the one inclined line of the that inclined force is there, it will be pz. So we just convert in the form of the vertical and horizontal. So how it will be considered? So direction of that p forces is this direction. So how it will be considered? So it will be considered that is your horizontal force, and that will be your vertical force. Okay, now you can see here that angle is our 90 minus theta. That angle is 90 minus theta. So we can say that that angle becomes a 90 minus theta. Okay, that angle becomes a 90 minus theta. It means that incline force and then vertical axis, it which create the angle is 90 minus theta. Now suppose if you consider the angle which is created here, so at the time we just consider that will be our cos. Okay, so at the time we just consider cos 90 minus theta. Okay, for this side. Okay, pz cos 90 minus theta. Now suppose if you consider that horizontal forces, so at the time we just consider pz sine 90 minus theta. Okay, up to that over. Now we just only consider horizontal forces. So now you can see in your figure first. Now this force first, we just consider the px, in which direction it will be move left to right. Okay, so we just consider that will be force that will be considered in the form of the pressure force. So we just consider pressure into area. So pressure into area will be small px into dy into 1. Okay, already we discussed that will be our px dy into 1. Okay, now you can see here another force will be there. Our what will be another force? So already I told you another force will be your, this will be, we just consider here horizontal force, that will be your sine pz sine 90 minus theta, but in opposite direction from that previous force. So we just consider minus out, it will be minus pz. Okay, that will be a force is there. So we just consider pressure into area. So it will be considered small pz into area will be, you can see here bc plane will be there, ds into 1. Okay, and that will be considered sine 90 minus theta is equal to 0 because fluid has rest condition. Okay, now you can see here that remaining will be, we can just consider that px dy into 1 as it is, pz dx into 1 as it is. What will be sine 90 minus theta? So sine 90 minus theta, it means we can say that cos theta. So it will be cos theta is equal to 0. Okay, up to that over. Now we just consider the, from figure we just put the value of the ds cos theta is equal to ab. How it comes? So you can see here. Okay, now already I told you that angle is 90, that angle is theta. So we can say that angle is 90 minus theta. Okay, now we just consider this will be considered as a vertically. We just consider that will be your vertically. So how it will be considered? We just consider for the vertically according to that. So it will be considered vertically. If I will consider, so at that time we just consider ds cos theta is equal to ab. Okay, ab is equal to, if you consider that will be vertically, so it will be that angle is theta is there, so we can set it will be cos theta. Okay, that angle will be cos theta. We have to just consider, so we can say that ds, we just consider that bc plane we have just considered vertically, so it will be bc is equal to, we can say that ds cos theta. Okay, now we just considered in the form of that, so we can say that it will be ab, it will be ab. And what is ab? So ab means dy. Okay, the height of this ab plane is dy. So we just consider ds cos theta is equal to ab is equal to dy. So you can see here ds cos theta, so instead of ds cos theta we just put the dy. So what will be our equation right now? So you can see here that upper equation, that equation we just put the ds cos theta is equal to ab or dy. So you can consider px small px into dy into 1 as it is. Okay, just pz as it is. Okay, then after what will be our dy? So our dy is, you can see here ds cos theta, instead of just ds cos theta we just put, okay, is equal to 0. Okay, so we can now say that we just consider this equation this side. Okay, and then after dy will be cancel out, so last equation will be what? Px is equal to pz. Okay, it means we can say that pressure for, or intensity of the pressure in x direction is equal to intensity of the pressure in z direction. Okay, only we just consider the horizontal forces. Now we just consider the vertical forces. So how it will be considered? Okay, now we just consider the similarly resolving the force in y direction. Okay, so y direction forces we have to consider. So we get in y direction how many forces? First you just consider. Okay, so it will be considered first here, first weight of that fluid is there, element is there, it will be denoted by w. Okay, then after we have to consider, this will be your, already I told you this is a horizontal forces, this will be vertical forces, that angle is your 90 minus theta. Okay, so it will be, what will be there? It will be pz cos 90 minus theta. Okay, that will be vertical force pz cos 90 minus theta. Okay, now only vertical forces we have to consider. So you can see here that will be your py will be there, pressure force is there, we just convert into pressure into area. So you can see here pressure into area. Already we discussed pressure into area. Okay, for which plane? AC plane. You can see here in AC plane what will be your pressure into area? Small py into dx into 1. Okay, we just put here. Okay, then after why we should consider minus? So you can see here that direction and that direction is opposite direction, both having opposite direction, we just consider that will be minus. Okay, that force is upper direction, that force will be downward direction, that W is also in downward direction. Okay, so just downward direction force we have to just consider. So what will be there? So it will be just consider PZ cos 90 minus. Okay, then what is PZ? So capital PZ, it means force acting on the plane BC or face BC. Okay, in the form of the pressure force, we just consider pressure into area. So what is our pressure into area for the this BC plane? So you can see here PZ, small PZ into ds into 1. So we just consider it will be here. Okay, so we just put here it will be PZ ds into 1. Okay, into cos theta 90 minus, okay, cos 90 minus theta, that is your vertical force. Okay, now why we should consider minus that term will be considered? So that term is what? Downward direction, your weight force will be considered, and that weight force we have to consider W. Okay, and it will be downward direction which is opposite to the py. Okay, so py is positive and then remaining will be downward direction, so we should just consider negative, both having a negative. Okay, now what is our W? So already we discussed W, it means your mass into acceleration due to gravity, and we derive the one equation for that. What will be our equation is there? So you can see here our equation for the weight of the element is that we have to consider dx into dy divided by 2 multiplied by 1 rho into g. We just put in the previous equation, here we just put. Okay, that is your W equation. Okay, now py dx into 1 as it is, pz ds into 1 as it is, and cos 90 minus theta, it means sin theta. Cos 90 minus theta, it means what? Sin theta. Okay, then that remaining term will be as it is equal to 0. Okay, now similar way, in previous we just consider dy is equal to ds cos theta. Okay, similar way we have to just consider here dx is equal to ds sin theta. How it will be considered? So you can see here how we just consider it will be. Okay, that term how we just consider. So we just first consider that will be our what we just consider that BC plane is vertical in x direction forces. If we are just consider, it means horizontal forces, but if you are consider vertical forces, okay, so it will be just we just consider BC plane in downward direction. Now that angle is what? Our 90 minus theta. So we can say that will be cos 90 minus theta. We have to just consider, okay, cos 90 minus theta, and that will be the, what is your distance? That will be your dx is there. So we can say that okay, dx is equal to ds cos 90 minus theta. It means cos 90 minus theta, it means sin theta. Okay, or we can say that instead of dx we can say that AC. So AC is equal to ds sin theta, or ds means also we can say that BC. Okay, just AC and BC, it's your phase will be there. Okay, and dx and ds means what? Your distance is there. Okay, so just we just consider it in the form of the distance. So we just put here ds sin theta is equal to dx. Okay, and element is very small, hence weight is negligible. Okay, we are just consider arbitrary small element we have to just consider, it means we are just neglecting the weight. Okay, and weight equation is what? That is your weight equation, so we are just neglecting. So remaining term we have to just consider. So what will be there remaining term? So you can say that py dx into 1, you can see above side same as it is. Okay, then after pz as it is, small pz as it is. Okay, instead of ds sin theta we just put dx, so we just put dx is equal to 0. Okay, then after we just consider that dz term this side. Okay, so is equal to, we can say that py is equal to pz, it becomes, because dx will be cancel out. Okay, so from that equation we can say that okay, pressure intensity in x direction is equal to pressure intensity in z direction. Okay, from that is our equation number 1.13. in previous equation you can also see that okay, px is equal to pz, so we can say that okay, px is equal to pz and px is equal to py. Okay, so we can say that okay, px is equal to px, py and pz. Okay, so the above relation, or we can say that above equation, shows that the pressure at any point in x, y and z direction is equal. And what will be our statement of the Pascal law? So statement of the Pascal law is what? Okay, intensity of pressure at any point in liquid at rest is same each and every direction. From that equation we can say that okay, pressure intensity of the pressure in x direction is equal to intensity of the pressure in y direction and intensity of the pressure in z direction. But where? When fluid in rest condition or liquid in rest condition. Okay, thank you.